Hello again, everyone. Welcome to our second Mindful Moments class where we'll do some yoga, we'll do some meditation, and spend a little bit of time together. So let's get started. We're first actually going to start laying on our backs today. So find a comfortable position. You can have your feet on the mat with your knees pointed up, or you can fully extend your legs out in front of you. And we'll start just by taking some deep breaths here. Today, for my body, my knees up is going to be my choice. Take a nice deep breath in here and blow it out. Maybe put your hands on your belly and make sure you can feel the breath coming in and out. So take a deep breath in, blow it out, breathe in and out. And you can keep your hands on your belly as you continue to breathe, or you can put them by your sides. And we'll start just by checking in with our bodies. So notice and bring your attention to the bottoms of your feet, wherever they may be. Notice how they're feeling. Notice right at the point, if your feet are touching the floor, notice what it feels like right at that place where your feet and the floor meet. And bring your awareness up your legs to your knees, noticing how that feels in your body right now. Still breathing, still connecting with yourself. And bring your awareness up your legs into your hips, noticing where your hips meet the ground. And seeing if you can take a deep breath in and make some more space right at that place where your hips meet the ground. And as you blow out, let your body sink just a little bit deeper into the support of the floor beneath you. Now bring your awareness up through your belly, into your heart space. Bring it up into your shoulders. And again, pausing here and seeing if you can create a little more space right where the backs of your shoulders meet the floor. Take a deep breath in and blow it out, letting yourself sink down a little bit deeper into the floor. Or bring your awareness into the tops of your arms, down to your elbows, into your lower arms, into your hands and your fingers, maybe giving a little wiggle to your fingers, connecting with them. Just noticing places in your body where you might want to have a little extra stretch. And then you can bring your awareness back up your arms, into your shoulders again, and then moving up into your neck, into your head. Pausing one last time here, thinking about the place where the back of your head meets the floor. Taking a deep breath in, filling that area with space and breath, and letting yourself relax into the floor. Taking one more deep breath in here, in through your nose, and out through your mouth. And then bringing your body up into a seated position. You can crisscross in a lotus position if that's comfortable. You can have your legs separate out a little bit like this, a little bit more if that's comfortable. And with some place where you can settle in here with a nice tall spine. tall as you can make it. And keep breathing here. Your breathing is so important as you connect with your body. So just make sure that you're keeping those big, deep breaths going. And first, let's start with rising our arms up into the air as we breathe in, and bringing our arms down as we breathe out. Again, breathing in and letting it out. One more time, breathe in and breathe out. Now keeping your left hand facing towards the ground, pointing your fingers towards the ground. Raise your right arm up and just gently place it over the top of your head like you're reaching for your opposite ear. And gently let the weight of your arm tilt your head to the side. We're not pulling, we're not pushing, just let the weight of your head do the stretching for you. And stretch those left fingertips away in the opposite direction. Breathe in here and out. And again, breathing in and out. One more time, breathing in and out. If you want now, you can flex your wrist so that now your fingers are pointing towards the ceiling, but still pulling away with that arm. We'll take a couple breaths here. And as you breathe in, you can gently release your hand, actually both hands, and bringing them both back down to the mat, taking one more deep breath in and out, bringing your arms back down. This time switch, so now your right hand has your fingers pointed towards the mat or towards the floor, and your left hand reaches up and over, just gently letting the weight of your arm tilt your head now to the left. Push away with those fingertips so that you've got your nice long stretch all the way from the top of your head down to your fingertips. And take a deep breath in here and out. Breathing in and out. One more time, breathing in and out. Now, if you'd like to, you can flex your hand or you can just keep it pointed down. We'll do a couple more breaths here. And again, breathing in, releasing that top hand back down, releasing your right hand. One more breath in, reaching up with both. And blowing out, arms down. Now you want to take your hands in front of you and lace them together just like this so that your fingers are interlaced. And you're going to place your hands right on the back of your head where you can feel it become a little bit more round. We're going to take a deep breath in here, and then as you blow out, let the weight of your hands again gently let your neck tilt forward. And we'll take 3 breaths here. Now breathing in, reaching your head back up towards the ceiling. You can let your hands go here. One more time, breathing in, reaching up, and breathing out, arms coming down. This time again, you're going to interlace your fingers, but this time keep your palms together. And you're going to gently put your fists right underneath your chin, just like this. And take a deep breath in. And blow it out. Now take a deep breath in and gently tilt your chin up towards the ceiling like you're just looking up just a bit, not straight up. We just want a gentle stretch here. And go ahead and breathe out, releasing back down, releasing your hands, and finding yourself coming into a tabletop. Again, let's make sure that our knees are right underneath our hips, so we've got a nice strong straight line. Our wrists are right below our elbows, which are right below our shoulders, so we're stacked nice and strong here. And a nice flat back. And as we breathe in, we'll do some cat-cows. So breathing in, opening your chest up, lifting your chin, letting your belly drop towards the mat. You can moo with me if you wish. Moo. And breathing out, tucking your chin in, tucking your belly button back towards your spine, and reaching your back up towards the ceiling. And you can meow if you like. Meow. Inhale, opening up again, looking out forward. And exhale, tucking everything back in. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale. And come back into your neutral flat back tabletop here. And this time you're going to move your left hand a little bit closer to the middle. Just a little bit. And inhale, reaching your right arm straight up. And then exhale, threading your arm through that space and coming down onto your shoulder and your cheek to stretch in that shoulder. Take 2 breaths here. And then breathing in, coming back up, reaching all the way up to untwist. And exhale, bringing that hand back down. Let's do one more round of cat-cow. So breathing in, opening up, breathing out, tucking back in. And back to our neutral flat back. This time bring your right hand in through, or a little bit closer to the center. Reaching up with your left hand as you breathe in. And then exhale, coming down, threading your arm through, bringing your cheek down to the floor. 2 breaths here. And then inhale, coming back up, reaching up to untwist. And coming back down into our flat back. Let's do one more round of cat-cow. Inhale. And exhale. Coming back to our flat back. Tuck your toes, reach your hips up into the air for downward dog. Adjust your hands and feet if you need to. You want to make sure that your back is nice and flat. Your head can hang loosely. And you can pedal your feet out to get that stretch. Your hips, they're going up towards the ceiling. And breathe here. You can move around in whatever way feels good for your body today. So you can pedal your feet, bend your knees, Maybe wag your dog tail. And take 2 more breaths here. And then walk your hands back to your feet until you're in a forward fold, making sure you still have a little bit of bend in your knees here. You don't want to lock them. And we can take our hands to our elbows and continue to hang here. Making sure to keep breathing through the whole time. You can release your hands back down to the mat. Inhale with a flat back to smell the flowers in front of you. And exhale, releasing down. Go ahead and plant your hands and walk back out into your downward dog. Again, finding some movement here if it feels good for you. Or you can just hold the pose and continue breathing here. Now go ahead and walk your feet up to your hands. Again, into your forward fold. Taking a one more nice deep breath here. And inhale one more time for your flat back to smell the flowers. And exhale, release. Inhale, coming all the way back up. And exhale, hands to heart center. We'll do one more time. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding forward. Breathe in for your halfway lift. And breathe out, folding down. Breathe in, coming all the way back up. And breathe out, hands to heart center. Take one deep breath here. You can have your eyes closed if you want to, or you can open them up. Whatever's more comfortable for you. Breathing in and out. Bring your hands down by your sides, your palms facing forward. So I'll show you what that looks like here first, and then I'll go back to the top of my mat. You want to be standing with your feet about a hip distance apart. Knees have a little bit of a bend in them, and your palms are facing forward. Fingers are outstretched, and this is our mountain pose, or Tadasana. It's one of my favorites. And this is a nice strong base for us to start. So this is what it looks like, and I'm going to return to the top of my mat so that you can see what I'm going to be doing from the side as well. We're going to breathe in here, filling your lungs with air. So take a nice deep breath in and let it out. Now breathe in, reaching your arms up into the air, and breathe out as if you're going to sit in a chair behind you, keeping your back as straight as you can and trying not to tilt your hips out too much. We're not trying to stick our booty out there too much. Nice and flat. Hold this for one whole breath. So breathe in and out. Breathe out, forward folding, keeping those knees bent right there. Inhale for a half lift, again, keeping a nice flat back. And breathe out, planting your hands, stepping back, first into a plank, holding here. And then for my body, this is easier to do when I'm on my knees, so I'm going to lower down to my knees. And I'm going to try and get myself as flat as I can here. This is our chaturanga pose. So I'm going to hold it there. And then push up into my upward facing dog. So my feet are flat on the floor here. I've got my body pushed up with my arms fully extended for my upward dog. I'm going to tuck my toes so that I can use my hips and my stomach muscles to push myself back up into my downward dog here. So we went from upward dog to downward dog. We're going to keep breathing right here. Now one more time, let's go up on our tippy toes and push ourselves over in through the plank. This time I'm going to stay on my toes for my upward dog here. And then use my core muscles, my stomach muscles, to push myself back into downward dog. Now you're going to take your left leg and lift it all the way up as high as you can. Just stretch out that way. And as you breathe out, you're going to step forward. You can lower your right knee if you wish, and bring your left knee forward so that you're in a nice low lunge here. You can have your hands framing your feet, so on either side of that front foot. Then tuck your toes on that back foot and lift that back knee up. You can move your foot a little bit closer to your body if you wish, and let that back heel come down. We still want to keep this bend in the front knee. And as you breathe in, we're going to rise up into our warrior one. Take a nice deep breath here. And breathe out. And go ahead and breathe in and breathe out, coming back down, letting your foot go back to meet its other friend. Then again, I'm going to lower my knees so that I can return to my chaturanga. Then tuck my toes one more time into my upward dog. Then pushing back into my downward dog. Taking a deep breath here. And blowing it out. This time I'm going to lower my left knee and bring my right knee up to the front for my low lunge. I can put my hands on either side of my foot. I'm going to tuck my back toe, lift that back knee, and let my heel drop down. Again, you can bring it a little bit closer to you if you wish. And then breathing in, reach my hands up towards the ceiling for warrior one on the other side. Take a deep breath here and let it out. Another deep breath in and out, coming back down to freeing your foot. This time you can step back into downward dog. Taking one more deep breath here. Then pushing yourself over into upward dog. Making sure you're using those tummy muscles. Pushing back up into downward dog. And walk your feet up toward your hands. Staying here for 2 breaths. You can take your elbows if you wish, or you can just hang here. Now go ahead and breathe in for one more half lift. And breathe out, tucking back down one more time. Then bend your knees really, really deep and roll up your spine as you breathe in. return to mountain pose as you breathe out. Again, we're going to hold this for 2 breaths. And one more time, breathing in, reaching all the way up. Breathe out, folding forward, planting your hands and stepping back into downward dog. 1 breath here. Then tuck your knees and push yourself back into child's pose. You can bring your forehead towards the mat if you wish. I'll move my arms so you can see. You can have your arms behind you like this, or you can have them in front of you like this. Whatever is comfortable for you. We'll be here for 2 more breaths. And go ahead and come back out of your child's pose and find a comfortable seat one more time. Let's start with having our bottoms of our feet coming together. Have a nice straight back here. Take a deep breath in and out. One more deep breath in and out. And take one more breath in, reaching up this time. And out, folding forward. Holding here for 1 breath. And then breathing in, coming back up here. Let's extend your right foot fully forward. And keep your left foot bent so that the bottom of your foot is on the inside of your thigh. What we're going to do here is you're going to put your right hand on your left knee, so you've got a little bit of a twist here. Take a deep breath in, and with your left hand, we're going to reach over our heads toward our right toes. And breathe here. And breathe in, coming back up. You can stretch both of your legs out, shake them out just a little bit here. And then switch. Keep our left leg straight out this time. And have your right knee bent, the bottom of your foot touching the inside of your thigh. This time with your left hand, you're going to grab your right knee, so you've got a twist. And then breathe in, reach and stretch over with your right hand towards your left toes. And breathe here. And breathe in, coming all the way up. You can extend your legs, shake them out again. And now we're going to find ourselves on our backs. One more time. Go ahead and have the bottoms of your feet on the floor and your knees are pointed up. Take a nice resting breath here, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And then breathe in, rising your right foot up straight towards the ceiling. We're going to flex our foot and point, and flex, and point, and then cross your legs so that you can rest your right ankle on your left thigh. And take a nice deep breath in here, and let it out. You can stay here, or if you want to, you can reach through the little hole that's in between your legs, and then around the outside of that thigh that was touching the floor, and lift it up. And give yourself a little bit more of a stretch here. One more breath. And then exhale. If you have lifted your foot that was on the floor up, you can return it back there. Take an inhale here and blow it out. Then inhale, uncrossing your legs. Again, flexing your foot towards the ceiling and pointing, flexing and pointing, flexing and pointing, and bringing the bottom of that right foot back down to the ground. Take a resting breath once more, breathing in and out. And then breathing in, this time lifting the other leg up in the air. You want to flex and point, flex and point, flex and point. And now cross to rest that lifted ankle onto the thigh of your right leg. Take a deep breath here. And again, stay here if you want to, or you can grab behind your right thigh and lift that leg up to bring your hips a little bit closer to yourself. Make sure you keep both of your feet flexed for a really nice stretch. One more breath here. And then if you've lifted that leg, release it back down to the mat. Stay here for one more breath. And then breathe in, reaching that left foot back up towards the sky. Flex your foot and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. And bring it back down to the mat. Go ahead and give yourself a little hug here. Hug your knees into your chest. Maybe roll from side to side just a little bit, if that feels good. And then, if you have a wall nearby you, this is something that you can twist your body. I happen to have a wall right here. So I'm just going to switch around so that I can put my legs straight up. Get my tush as close as I can to the wall here. And do a little wiggling. You can have your arms out by your sides here or just next to you. Or even goal post them, bend them at the elbows. And we'll just have 3 breaths here. If you don't have a wall, you can also do it just up in the air. We'll do 3 breaths. And then after your 3rd breath, go ahead and bring the bottoms of your feet back down to the mat first. And then fully extend them out in front of you. Let your arms fall by your sides. You can feel free to take up some space here. Let your feet fall away from each other. And take a few deep breaths, connecting back with your breathing, connecting back with some stillness that you can bring to yourself. And let's check back in with our bodies. Notice what might be the same as when we started, what might be different. So first, bring your awareness to your feet. Check in with your toes, the bottoms of your feet, the tops of your feet. How are they feeling right now? And bring your awareness up your legs. Check in with your knees. Check in with your thighs, your upper legs. Check in with your hips. And again, we'll pause here so that we can fill that space where our hips meet the floor with more breath. Taking a deep breath in, imagine that space where your hips meet the floor, filling up with air, just like a balloon. And as you blow it out, let your hips sink a little bit lower into the floor. Bring your awareness through your belly, into your heart space again. And moving up towards your shoulders. Breathing space into your shoulders so that you can sink back into the floor even more. Moving your awareness down your arms, through your elbows, your lower arms, into your hands and your fingertips. Checking in with yourself. And then moving back up your arms into your neck, into your head. Taking one more deep breath here together. Breathing in and breathing out. And as you're ready, you can roll over onto one side. And pause there again for yourself. Take one more bit of rest for yourself here. Thanking your body for the nice work that it helped you do in these past few minutes together. And then using your hands to push yourself up into a seated position. You can have your hands on your knees. You can have your hands at heart center in our prayer pose. I'm going to put both of my hands on my heart first. And together, before we end, let's just take a minute to send some appreciation for ourselves and for each other for this time that we've spent together. Take a deep breath in, appreciating yourself for the work that you've been doing, all the stretching and kindness that you've just shown your body and you've shown your mind and you've shown your feelings. And then take a deep breath in to send out kindness and love to everyone who's with us right now and everyone who isn't, so we can all share our love with each other. And think of one thing that you're grateful for right now. And you can just think of it. You can say it out loud if you wish. And if your eyes are closed, you can gently open them. And we'll end today by saying Namaste. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you next week on Monday at 2 o'clock. Stay well and take care of each other.